Hi everyone, it's Jen here, and this is a little video about the full blue supermoon, which is coming up on Wednesday and Thursday. But first of all, I just wanted to say a huge welcome to our new members. It's really exciting. I started the group a year or so ago because I was running full moon circles and people were wanting to connect that couldn't actually come to the circles in person, and it's just kind of grown. So on the group, I share my own personal practice, and I really encourage you to do that as well. Really want to make this a beautiful community. And thank you to Rebecca, who is joining me to help me with my social media stuff, because I just haven't had the time and energy to put into this. And I'm so grateful for you, Rebecca, for bringing your wonderful energy to the group. So let's talk about the full supermoon, the full blue supermoon on Wednesday and Thursday. So a blue moon is excuse me, a blue moon is one that happens so when we get two full moons in a calendar month, and it doesn't happen very often, hence the saying once in a blue moon. Now this one's quite special because this is the supermoon as well, and we're not going to get another full blue supermoon for another 14 years. Okay, so this is quite, it's quite auspicious, and it's a really great time to get clarity on what it is we want in life. Now, a supermoon is when the moon is when it's closer to the earth, and it might appear about 7 to 8% bigger. So it's not huge, but we really kind of feel into the impact of the moon a little bit more. And I wonder if you've been feeling the energy of this moon rising. So this moon is under the sign of Pisces, which is a watery sign, so it can be quite emotional. I've definitely been feeling it these last few days. I've really been feeling quite emotional and just kind of having to work through that. But when it comes to this moon, it's very much about feeling into that emotion, to really kind of diving deep into what we're feeling, what it is we want, what do we want to create for ourselves. And it's very much about using our intuition and trusting our intuition as well. And also dreaming. So one of the qualities of water, we have compassion, we have healing, we have dreaming, and dreaming is a key part of this moon because we can really dream into what it is we want to create for ourselves. You know, we can fantasize about it, we can yearn for it, we can get really excited about it and think about how it might look, how it might feel. And because we're in the sun sign of Virgo, I'm a Virgo by the way, sorry, but totally get this. It's very grounded and very earthy. So we're kind of being able to match our dreams with reality. We're kind of bringing them back down together to meet in the middle. So it's like we have to put a little bit of our intention and a little bit of our perhaps practical effort into making our dreams happen. But it's a really great time to do this. So at this full moon, I would really encourage you to take a little bit of time out if you can, and a bit like we do at the dark moon, just have a little feel into, what is it do I want to create for myself? What are my passions? What do I want as we tip into this feminine side of the year? So this is the last full moon of the summer season, and we're tipping into autumn. So we're moving into the more feminine side of the year, the going within, and it has a different energy to it. It doesn't mean that we're not going to put our energy into creating stuff, but it might just look a little bit different. It might feel a bit different. We're perhaps doing more for ourselves. We're being a little bit more introspective, perhaps doing a bit more healing. So really thinking and feeling into how that might look for you this autumn. Now, of course, when we're creating new beginnings, we really need to be able to let go of anything that's stopping us from moving forwards. So this is a really good time, and this is what we do at the full moon. So at the full moon, we recognize and celebrate anything that we've achieved, that we've created for ourselves, anything that we have that we're joyful for. But the key thing about the full moon is recognizing what it is we need to let go of. So what no longer serves us in our lives, so that could be relationships, it could be a job, it could be habits, it could be limiting self-beliefs, whatever it might be. We can really feel into what we want to release. And as the moon wanes and dissipates in energy, that's where we continue to focus on that releasing. So when we get to the dark moon, we kind of start again with as another new beginning, with a clean slate. So with this moon, now I normally do a fire release ritual when it comes to releasing things that I no longer need, because it's a really powerful way of doing it. But because this is a watery sign, a watery moon, I'm going to do this a bit different this way, and you might like to do something similar. So one of the things that can be really wonderful, I'm saying this because I know that a lot of you guys on here might feel the same, is a wild swim. So if you can get out in the water, if you can get wild swimming somewhere, preferably naked, I hold my hands up, I'm a total skinny dipper. If you can do that and really allow the water to guide you and to give you the understanding that you need, you know, be that fish swimming in the water. That can be a really healing and also insightful thing to do. Obviously, be really careful with it. And as we're in the water, we can allow the soothing and cleansing water to just kind of flush away, to wash away anything that we no longer need. Now, of course, if you can't actually get to a body of water, you can't swim, then, you know, you could maybe do this in the bath and let the water drain out and to release anything that no longer serves you. But you can also do this as a visualization, you know, guide yourself in your mind, taking a deep dive into the water and then allowing that water in your imagination to just wash away anything that no longer serves you. Now, there's another way of doing this, which I really love, and I practice this quite a lot when I'm near the sea or by the lake, is that you take a pebble, and that pebble represents something you want to let go of. So say it's fear of something, or I don't know, whatever it might be. So you just take it in your hand and you throw it in the water, and it plops in the water, and as it plops, that's like a sign of like you're letting go, you're releasing it back to the water, releasing it back with love because you no longer need it. So that can be a really powerful way of doing it as well. So when it comes to manifesting, now some people say that you should only manifest on a dark moon. I think you can manifest anytime. I don't think it matters. What is important though is that you really feel into what it is you want to create for yourself. So perhaps you want to associate with this with some water. You know, how is your life at the moment? Is your life a raging torrent and you want it to calm down? Is your life a nice, calm lake of water, a pool of water, and actually you want a bit more excitement in it? So perhaps having a little feel into that water metaphor. And then recognizing what it is you want to create. Do you want to have a raging torrent with some rapids to get a bit of excitement back, or actually do you need a bit more calm in your life, and you perhaps visualize that beautiful calm lake in front of you? So just taking the opportunity to step back and feel into that. And when we realize, when we recognize what it is that we want to create, when we've dreamt our future for ourselves, what's really important is to visualize that. So to go that within and really feel into that visualization. Imagine yourself in that space. So imagine you're already there, that you're standing where you are, whether it's a new job, a new relationship, whatever that might be. Imagine that you're in that space and feel into how it feels. What emotions do you feel? What does it look like? Who's there with you? Really feel into that image, and it might be that you can associate a colour with that. Now, I really like working with colour. So say, for example, I was going to manifest, what do I want to manifest at the moment? I really need a new car, but apart from that, say I wanted to manifest more love in my life. So what I would do is I would imagine that I'm in the future, I have all this love around me, I feel into the emotions of feeling loved and appreciated and wanted and desirable and all those things, and really feel into how, or experience how that is in my body, and really feel into those emotions. And then what we do is we crank up those emotions, get them really, really vibrant, and associate that colour with it. So my colour for that would be a beautiful pink colour, and then we beam it out to the universe. So we beam it out as if we're a bright shining light, and those waves of light are going out to the universe, because what we give out, we get back. And this is how we work with manifesting. And you might like to create a little mantra that goes with it, you know, I have love, or I have whatever it is that you want to create. And you know what? There is no right or wrong way to do this, okay? This is a really personal thing. It's up to you. This is the way that I do it. And you'll have your own rituals, you'll have your own ways of doing things. I actually really like to use candles, so I use a little bit of candle magic. So I make little spell candles like this, intention candles, and I light them. Well, first of all, I infuse them with those feelings that I've just talked about as I'm sending my emotions out to the universe. And then I light the candle, and as I light the candle, that's like lighting the spark of my intention. And then as the candle burns down, and it snuffs out at the end, as the flame goes out, it's like poof, so be it. So it's going to be, and it's sending again that message out to the universe that that's what's going to come to me. If you haven't got little candles, you can use a big candle and just snuff it out when you feel like the energy, you've created enough energy with it. Anyway, so I hope that has been helpful. I would really love to hear how you are celebrating the moon this time, how the full blue supermoon is for you, and please do share on the group. Lots of love.